In 2012, a strikingly handsome male guest stepped onto the stage of a famous dating show in China. He looked sunny and charming, but little did anyone know, this man was actually a big boss worth 200 million yuan. Despite his wealth, he had a warm and approachable vibe. However, when he took the stage, he deliberately hid his true identity, hoping to find genuine love. Once on stage, he introduced himself. "Hello, everyone. I'm 28 years old. Right now, I work in used car sales as a salesman. I do pretty well each month, and my colleagues call me the Sales King. My monthly income is around 7,000 yuan. I don't own a car or a house yet, but I've come to this dating stage today to find a gentle, kind, and loving girlfriend." As soon as he finished speaking, 9 female contestants turned off their lights. Then, contestant number 11 spoke up directly. "You call yourself the Sales King, but you only make that little money a month? That's way too low. And on top of that, you don't even have a house. Are you saying we'd have to keep renting after marriage?" The male guest was about to respond when contestant 11 continued, "You're not young anymore. Don't you have any plans to buy a house?" He replied, "I've only been working for a few years, so I don't have plans to buy a house just yet. I want to save up some money to start my own business. Plus, I'd like to find a girlfriend and enjoy a few years of dating first. The pressure of buying a house is just too much right now. I figure once my business takes off and my career stabilizes, I won't have to worry about the money for a house. With my current income, it'd be tough to make it happen. Besides, house prices are so high now, it's not a good time to buy. I'm still young, and if I don't work hard now, how can I succeed? If I wait until I'm older to hustle, I might not even get the chance. I think a house can come later, whenever the opportunity arises, but for now, I should put my career first." Contestant 11 responded, "Your ideas sound nice, but I don't agree. I think when a girl gets married, she needs some security in life. If I were with you, and you've got nothing, how would we live? How could you give a girl that sense of security? You said you'd think about buying a house after your business succeeds, but what if it fails? A girl's youth would be wasted. And honestly, who'd want to gamble their youth on your future?" With that, she turned off her light. Perhaps the other women on stage felt the same way, because one after another, the sound of lights switching off echoed. Before he knew it, 7 more contestants had turned off their lights. Then contestant 12 chimed in. "Your dreams are nice, but I think you should be more realistic. With your current salary so low, you can't even cover basic living needs. How are you going to start a business?" She went on, "Please be practical, okay? You can't even afford a single designer outfit. I mean, one of my designer pieces costs over 10,000 yuan. The male guest replied, "What kind of clothes are that expensive?" "So, contestant 12, what do you do for a living?" With confidence, she answered, "I'm a foot massage therapist. I make about 20,000 yuan a month. One of my designer outfits might be worth 2 months of your salary. If I were with you, I'd have to squeeze onto a bus every day for work. And if you started a business, you might drag a girl down with you to suffer. If it fails, who's going to bear that pressure? Would you even consider your partner's feelings? Don't talk about what you can offer. By then, she might end up supporting you instead. I think a guy should at least have some basic stability before looking for a girlfriend. I bet you can't even afford a dowry. How could you handle anything else?" With that, she turned off her light. Unfazed, the male guest shot back, "So girls should just sit back and have everything handed to them? I hope women don't just focus on short-term gains and look at what's inside a person. Sure, I can't give you the life you want right now, but girls as materialistic as you? I wouldn't consider you either. A simple, ordinary life is normal too. I believe 2 people working hard together is what's best. Love isn't just about taking, it's about giving. Happiness comes from mutual effort. If you're looking for a rich kid or a tycoon, take a good look at your own qualifications first. A wealthy guy might not even glance your way. Contestant 12 snapped back. Are you saying my qualifications aren't good enough? Then she turned off her light. He continued, even though I can't offer you material security right now, I believe in myself. I have the ability and confidence to give my partner a happy, fulfilling family life. At that moment, contestant 8 jumped in. What you're saying makes sense. Listening to your conversation with the others, I can tell you've got good character. I've been quietly observing you, getting to know you. From the moment you stepped on stage, I could see you're really confident. So I want to ask, if you had money, would you buy me a designer bag? I'm kind of into luxury goods. He replied, probably not. I don't think those things are for regular people like us. There's no need to compare ourselves to others. Hearing that, contestant 8 didn't hesitate. She turned off her light without a word. By now, only one light remained on. The woman still keeping her light on was dressed simply, with a warm smile. She said to him, I think you're steady and reliable. I came from the countryside to make my way in the world, so I can relate to what you're saying. I'd like to get to know you better. The host quickly jumped in, asking the last woman with her light on, Are you willing to pair up with him? She nodded enthusiastically. Overjoyed, the male guest walked over, took her hand, and said, Thank you for trusting me and keeping your light on. I'll make you the happiest sales queen. Holding her hand, he turned to the other women on stage and said, Sorry, I hid my real identity earlier. I'm not just some used car salesman. I'm actually the owner of a chain of 4S dealerships, worth 200 million yuan. With that, he walked off the stage hand in hand with his chosen partner. The women who'd turned off their lights looked on with expressions of regret and helplessness. That's the story for today. Thanks for listening.
What's most ironic on this dating stage is not that a millionaire disguised himself as an ordinary salesman, but that a group of women exposed their vanity faster than he revealed his truth. They said they wanted sincerity, but when faced with it, they turned off their lights. They claimed to value character, yet couldn't see past a man's monthly income. They demanded stability, but only if it came prepackaged in property deeds and designer brands. A woman earning 20,000 yuan massaging feet laughed at a man striving for something greater. She flexed her outfits, not realizing the man she mocked could buy her entire wardrobe and the store it came from. They all asked what he could give, but not a single one asked who he truly was. They rejected a man still climbing, but fantasized about being chosen by someone already at the top. They looked down on the salesman, yet none were worthy of the boss. They didn't see potential, they saw lack. They didn't hear dreams, they heard risk. They didn't feel sincerity, they felt threat to their comfort zone. But the truth is, a house without love is just a structure. A car without shared direction goes nowhere. A relationship built on transactions can't survive hardship. He stood there offering honesty, vision, and humility. What he got in return was judgment, sarcasm, and lights turning off one by one. And the most sobering part? They thought they were evaluating him, but they were really disqualifying themselves. Because in the end, it wasn't the loudest voice or the fanciest outfit that won him over. It was the quiet girl with a simple smile who understood struggle, saw through appearances, and chose to believe in the man, not the myth. She kept her light on and walked away not just with love, but with a man worth 200 million yuan. So now the question remains, do we still believe in love? Or are we just pricing it like a commodity? If this story made you think, drop a comment below. Would you have kept your light on? And if you want more stories that peel back